Hello everyone, my name is Yanting. My student ID number is 20021858502. My PhD title is Multi-Objective Optimal Operation of AC/DC Hybrid Microgrid. My main supervisor is Mohammed Machaja B. Osman. My co-supervisor is Professor Dr. Asmir. This is the fourth semester. My executive summary, as I have introduced below, first to implement the PSO and the simplex solution for a multi-time scale stochastic energy management strategy based on multi-scenario analysis for the grid-connected microgrids. And the second is to utilize the GA solution as a multi-objective operation optimization method for microgrids with batteries during the accident microgrid. The third is to propose the target cascade solution as an interactive optimization operation mode between the multi-microgrid and the active distribution network. The research technical roadmap as so the first theoretical basis and the modeling analysis and the solve verification. The solve verification includes Objective 1, optimal operation of microgrid system in grid connection operation mode, include two-stage stochastic optimization scheduling, intraday rolling optimization scheduling, use PSO and simplex solution. Under the second objective 2, optimal operation of microgrid system in accident operation mode, include power difference, control strategy, considering practical constraints, linear weighting method for a multi-objective optimization mode, use GA solution. Objective 3, optimal operation between multiple microgrids and active distribution grids, include high-level optimization mode of active distribution network and lower layer optimization mode of multi-microgrid target cascade solution. First, grid connection microgrid energy management strategy include two steps. The first step includes day-ahead wind and solar AC and DC load forecasting, day-ahead deterministic scheduling, multi-scenario analysis, typical scenario of wind and solar AC and DC load, intraday controllable unit power adjustment, and then we get a two-stage intraday optimal day-ahead scheduling plan, and then energy storage SOC day-ahead plan, contact line day-ahead active power plan, the day-ahead power generation of a plan of each sub-unit, a battery reaction power converter day-ahead interactive power plan, and then step 2, we can see the control time domain A. This all the multi-time scale optimal dispatching the framework of grid connection microgrid. And then the overall dispatching framework of accident microgrid energy management strategy is also include the first we should get with the renewable energy output forecasting value, load forecasting value, battery stage of charts, calculate net load at the current dispatching time, and then the battery adopts the power difference control strategy. We can get the power of the battery we can see here, and then multi-objective optimal scheduling of controllable microgrid power output using improved GA. We can get the power of FC, D, and MT. We can get the whole output. The third optimization algorithm for multi-microgrids and active distribution network injection also includes two steps. The first to establish a two-layer optimization mode of active distribution network with microgrids. Step 2 is to use the objective cascade method to solve. Now I have got the feasibility. The smart microgrid system adopts a double bus structure integrating energy storage system, a battery management system, distribution generation system, AC and DC load, energy management system, and monitoring system to achieve clean, low carbon, safe, and efficient source grid load storage cooperation function. This is my lab. And I can have the experimental feasible experimental data are available, and the simulation platform are available. On the basis of the above simulation software platform, the optimal operation of the smart microgrid system can be completed. And the physical result achieved so far further microgrid system analysis include the structure and the composition and the microgrid operating mode. The PCC, when the PCC is closed, the microgrid is in the grid connected operation state. When the PCC is disconnected, the microgrid operates as an accident. And this is very important for me and for my article. Is the power sports prices of micro sources and the grid connected control strategy of microgrid optimal operation. First, I will introduce the power support prices called PSP of micro sources. In fact, the concept of PSP was first proposed by Professor F.C. Sacker-Vapor in 1990s, and then the theory of PSP was formally established in the 1990s. On the basis of the calculation method of PSP theory, based on economic dispatch and the linear power flow, this paper will simplify the mathematical model according to the output characteristics of micro sources, as the Formula 1 shows. The relation curve between PSP or micro sources with output power have significant differences, as many kinds of micro sources in the microgrid and the different kinds of output characteristics. This paper will analyze the changes of economy optimal operation cost of micro sources when the output power of micro sources changes. The PSP of micro sources can be calculated by the Formula 2. It is necessary to compare PSP of micro sources and PSP of microgrid to guarantee economic operation of microgrid. The curves of the total operating cost and the unit power operating cost of MT and FC with output power are simulated in MATLAB, as shown in Figure 1 and 2. This is the MT and the FC total operating cost curve, and the MTFC unit power operating cost curve. And then The grid connected control strategy, we can say, according to the conditions of load, the whole day can be divided into three kinds of period, including peak, flat, and valley. And so in the table, we can get the purchase and sale. Both have the three period: peak, flat, and valley. First, predicting the load, including cooling, heating, and power. The output of WT and the PV and the power determined by cooling, heating, or MT, and monitoring the battery SOC in each dispatching cycle. Putting the three period at the foundation of the partial situation, considering the SOC of battery and comparing the size relationship between the load demand and the arranged output power of the micro sources, excavating deeply the relationship between PSPO, MTFC, and the PSPO microgrid to determine the output of controllable micro sources, battery charge, discharge power, and the interactive power of microgrid and the megagrid. Also, we can see the operating control strategy of microgrid. We can see in the valley period, we can use the operation A. In the flat period, we can use the operation B. In the flat period, we can use the operation C. This can structure the whole operation control strategy of microgrid. And this is the microstructure. We can see the battery, the PV, the wind turbine WT, the fuel cell FC, the micro turbine MT. This is the no unites output and the daily load curve in winter. Also, the no unites output and the daily load curve in summer. And then we can analyze the results of typical day in winter. For example, this is a no unit output and the daily load curve in summer. In also the daily battery SOC curve. In the valley period, pre-charging the battery on the premise that meeting the load demand, the power of MT demanded by heating. A load shortfall is provided by megagrid because of the PSPO, FC, and MT is higher than the purchase price of megagrid. In the flat period, pre-scheduling full capacity operating of FC because of the PSPO FC is lower than the purchase price of megagrid. The power of MT still determined by heating load, purchasing from the megagrid to charge if the SOC of battery is low. In the peak period, in order to sell the maximum of electricity to megagrid, the battery sustained discharging, scheduling FC and MT for capacity operation. It's the only microgrid operating cost. The microgrid purchases electricity from the megagrid in the valley and the flat period, sells electricity to megagrid for benefit in the peak period. Further analysis indicates that we can also see the table and daily operating cost of microgrid. The daily purchase of electricity is 482.51. Now, this is my list of publications. Now, the chapter I will have the sixth chapter. First, introduction and literature review. The third is optimal operation of grid-connected microgrids and the optimal operation of isolated microgrids. The fifth is an interactive optimization operating mode between the multi-microgrid and the active distributed network. And finally, the conclusion and the future work. Okay, okay, that's all. Thank you.